The world of rock lost an icon. Jack Russell, the unmistakable voice of Great White, is gone. His passing hit me hard. We shared the stage many times. We battled our demons together. I'll never forget his raw talent. His voice could shake arenas. It could break your heart. He poured his soul into every performance. Jack left it all on the stage. He left behind a legacy of powerful music. He touched millions of fans. Rock on, Jack. You'll never be forgotten. Every band has a beginning, a story to tell, a journey that starts with a dream and a lot of hard work. Great White's journey started like many others, in the garages and small clubs where the air was thick with ambition and the sound of raw, unpolished music. In the heart of the California music scene, where dreams were made and broken. The Sunset Strip was their playground, a place where legends were born. They were hungry for success. Each member brought their own unique energy and talent, creating a synergy that was undeniable. They were driven by passion. Every note they played, every song they wrote was a testament to their dedication and love for music. The band was originally called Dante Fox, a name that carried them through their formative years as they honed their skills and found their sound. It didn't take long for them to realize they needed a change, a name that would capture their essence and set them apart from the rest. A name that better reflected their sound, their energy. They became Great White, a name that roared with power and presence. It was a name that fit like a glove, powerful, striking, and unforgettable. It marked the beginning of a new chapter in their journey. The early days were a grind, playing small clubs, perfecting their craft, honing their sound. They paid their dues. Every performance was a step closer to their dream. They never gave up on their dream. Late nights, long rehearsals, and countless gigs were all part of the process. They believed in their music. Each song was a piece of their soul, a reflection of their journey and experiences. They believed in each other. The bond they shared was unbreakable, forged through shared struggles and triumphs. It was only a matter of time before the world took notice. Their music began to resonate with more and more people. Their hard work started to pay off. They began to play at larger venues and their fan base grew steadily. They built a loyal following. Fans who connected deeply with their music and supported them through thick and thin. Word of mouth spread like wildfire. Their reputation as a must-see live act grew, and so did their popularity. Great White was a force to be reckoned with. Their live performances were electric, leaving audiences wanting more. Their music resonated with fans. It spoke to them on a personal level, creating a deep and lasting connection. It was raw, it was real, it was the essence of rock and roll, unfiltered and unapologetic. It was pure rock and roll, the kind that gets under your skin and stays with you long after the last note is faded. The band was ready for the next level. They had the talent, the drive, and the support of their growing fan base. They were ready to unleash their music on the world. The stage was set for Great White to make their mark on the rock and roll landscape. 1987, a pivotal year for Great White. They released their breakout album. It was a game changer. The album took the rock world by storm. It went double platinum. It spawned hit after hit. Rock Me, Save Your Love, the unforgettable Once Bitten, Twice Shy. These songs became anthems. They defined a generation. Great White was on top of the world. They were selling out arenas. They were MTV darlings. Their music was everywhere. They were living the rock and roll dream. But success came with a price. The pressures of fame mounted. Internal tensions grew. Jack Russell, the band's charismatic frontman, was struggling. He was battling his demons, alcohol, drugs. The pressures of fame take their toll. In the early 90s, Jack Russell made a tough decision. He needed a break. He needed to confront his demons. He left Great White to pursue a solo career. He released his debut solo album in 1999. It was a deeply personal album. It showcased his songwriting talents. It explored his struggles, his pain, his hopes. Despite embarking on a solo path, the draw of Great White remained strong. The band's legacy was undeniable. Their music still resonated with fans. It was only a matter of time before fate intervened. A reunion seemed inevitable. The question was, when? Section 5. The Station Nightclub. Tragedy, a night of loss. A night that would forever change the lives of many. February 20th, 2003. A date that started like any other but ended in heartbreak. A date forever etched in our memories. A night that would leave an indelible mark on the hearts of all who were there. A night that began with music and celebration. Friends gathered, excitement filled the air, and the anticipation of a great show was palpable. A night that ended in unimaginable tragedy. What was supposed to be a joyous occasion turned into a nightmare. Great White was set to perform at the Station nightclub in Rhode Island. The energy was electric. Fans were thrilled to see their favorite band live. The crowd was ready to rock. Then, the unthinkable happened. In a matter of moments, everything changed. During the opening act set, pyrotechnics ignited soundproofing foam. Flames engulfed the club. Panic ensued. Chaos reigned. People scrambled to find exits, but the fire spread too quickly. It was a scene of utter devastation. The fire consumed everything in its path, leaving behind only ashes and sorrow. The fire claimed 100 lives. Each life lost was a story cut short, a family left in mourning. Over 200 were injured. The physical and emotional wounds were profound, affecting survivors and their loved ones deeply. Among the victims was Great White's guitarist Ty Longley. His talent and spirit were extinguished too soon. The loss of life was immeasurable. Families and friends were left to grapple with the sudden and tragic loss of their loved ones. The emotional scars ran deep. The community came together to mourn, to remember and to support one another in the face of such overwhelming grief. The rock community was in mourning. Musicians and fans alike paid tribute to those who were lost, ensuring their memories would live on through music and solidarity. Section 6. Through the Ashes, Lawsuits, Struggles, and Disbandment. The aftermath of the Station nightclub fire was a nightmare. Lawsuits were filed, fingers were pointed. Great White was at the center of the storm. The band members were devastated. They were grappling with survivor's guilt. They were haunted by the loss of their friend and bandmate. Jack Russell struggled to cope with the tragedy. He relapsed. His substance abuse spiraled. The band eventually disbanded in 2007. They couldn't escape the shadow of that fateful night. The weight of the tragedy was too much to bear. The legal battles dragged on. The emotional toll was immense. Section 7. Two Great Whites. A brief reunion and separate paths. In a strange twist of fate, 2009 saw the emergence of Two Great Whites. Jack Russell claimed the rights to the band's name. He formed a new lineup. Meanwhile, the remaining original members continued performing as Jack Russell's Great White. It was a bizarre and confusing situation for fans. The two bands coexisted for a short time, each touring and releasing music under the Great White banner. It was a constant source of tension, a reminder of the tragedy that had torn them apart. The reunion was short-lived. The two entities eventually went their separate ways. Section 8. Taking the stage one last time. Health challenges and gratitude. Jack Russell continued to tour and record with his version of Great White, despite facing numerous personal and professional challenges. He poured his heart and soul into every performance, leaving everything on the stage each night. He never took his fans for granted, always making time to connect with them, sign autographs, and show his appreciation. But his health continued to deteriorate, a constant battle that he fought behind the scenes. In 2010, he suffered a debilitating back injury that required emergency surgery, a turning point in his life and career. The doctors told him he might never walk again, a devastating prognosis for someone whose life was defined by his presence on stage. Jack Russell was a fighter. He defied the odds with sheer determination and an unbreakable spirit. Through relentless physical therapy and unwavering resolve, he learned to walk again, step by painful step. He returned to the stage, a triumphant moment that showcased his resilience and passion for music. But his health remained fragile, a constant reminder of the toll his career had taken on his body. In 2019, he announced his retirement from touring, a difficult decision but one made with gratitude and reflection. He was grateful for the opportunity to share his music with the world, cherishing every moment and every note. He thanked his fans for their unwavering support, knowing that their love and encouragement had been his greatest strength throughout his journey. Section 9. The man behind the Mike family, legacy, and the power of rock. Behind the powerful voice, Jack Russell was a man of simple pleasures. He was a devoted husband and father. He found solace in his family. He was a private person thrust into the public eye. He never let fame define him. He remained grounded. Jack Russell left behind an enduring legacy. His music touched millions. His voice became synonymous with the 1980s rock scene. He was a true original. He was an inspiration to aspiring musicians. He proved that with passion and determination, anything is possible. Section 10. Jack Russell, an inspiration to us all. Jack's story is a lesson for us all. Life is fragile, success is fleeting. We should cherish every moment. We should never take our loved ones for granted. Jack Russell faced his demons head-on. He never gave up on his dreams. His journey was marked by both triumph and tragedy. He rose to the pinnacle of success. He experienced the depths of despair. Through it all, he maintained his passion for music. He never lost sight of what was truly important: family, friends, the power of music to heal. Section 11. Keep on rockin'. Jack Russell may be gone, but his music will live on forever. His voice will continue to inspire generations to come. So crank up your stereo, put on your favorite Great White Album, raise a glass to the memory of a rock icon. Keep on rockin', Jack. You will be deeply missed.